these compression straps. Okay, once you, oh, okay. So these work, you push this in and loosens it. So if you want to tighten it, you know, after putting it on, and then you need to loosen it up or take it off, you push this. And, I have to fool with that a little bit, but yeah, let me put these back on. Since I'm kind of doing an unboxing overview and putting them on. I don't know what size my hand is. I have a tape measure. Right, I do have one somewhere. I don't think it's near me. Alright, let me see if I can grab this. Okay. Let's question that. So yeah, you can tighten them, and then I guess when you need to loosen them, you just do like this. So yeah, these are the incinerator mitt gloves that I got. I believe they're going to be much warmer than these. But well, I'll put them to the test, even if I don't go hunting, whether through hunting or just being outside. I will, in the winter, I will see if they work. And I live in southern Wisconsin, on Lake Michigan, Sheboygan. And that, it gets cold here, and it gets windy here. So I'll be able to test them even if I don't go hunting. So, and I probably will wear them anyways. I don't know about putting these on underneath. I guess I could just see. Not that I would, but we could just see if you wanted to. A large and then a medium. I mean, you could. It's kind of tight, but so I guess if you want to, if you wanted to put a liner inside these for additional warmth, whether it's a merino glove or whatever, you know, it's up to you. So that's the unboxing for today. I'll let you know later after using them, putting them to the test, how they work. Fit and finish. I mean, stitching. Sometimes I like to see double stitching, but it's not always necessary. We'll see how that holds up. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of insulation in the fingers, but at the same time, you need the dexterity for shooting. So I might take another video of me pulling back these with my fanatic jacket on and everything, and we'll see if it functions. See if I run into any issues. You know, functionality, practicality. You know, I'm a hunter, so it's gotta contribute to the objective and goal of actually killing a deer. I haven't killed a deer in years. I wanted to move on to the next thing. I've already did a review on this. Had it for over a year. But this is a fanatic jacket. Okay, again, I'm going to talk about the fit of it. This is a large, comparable to this, but the reason I got this being a large versus the reason I got this for a large is this simply didn't fit. As you can see, I got a medium in these and they fit just fine. They fit good actually. But this, I tried on in a medium, okay? It fit pretty good as a medium. But because you layer under this, I mean, you don't have to, but because I plan on layering, it gets cold here. Sometimes I kind of wish I would have a medium to see, because it's not quite as bulky, but at the same time, it's not bad. when it gets to being really cold, it's better to have a little bit extra room and for insulating. But so far, I've been able to put the lightweight core t-shirt, the lightweight core hoodie, and the Fanatic hoodie on top of that, and then put this jacket on. It's kind of tight, not bad, but it's kind of tight. And it's a large. I might later put on and on, kind of give you an example. Oh, I did put that core t-shirt, the core lightweight hoodie, the heavyweight hoodie, the gray one that I have, and then the Fanatic on top of that, and that was tight. But I don't know that I would do that as hunting. I just wanted to kind of see, but it was pretty tight. If I wanted to go with, say, the lightweight core as next to skin layer, or merino wool, whatever, you know, I or someone else chose to do. And then a mid layer, a warmer layer, base layer, and then a mid layer, or 2 mid layers, whatever. You know, there's a variety of different options. I was looking at, because I really like this jacket. I looked at the Incinerator, but I like this one for several reasons. I think it's very warm. It's definitely windproof. It's quiet, and I just like it. It's soft. It's not really waterproof, but by the time here in Wisconsin, by the time I get to this, it ain't gonna be raining. It don't rain a lot here. It goes from some raining, a little bit of raining, October, maybe a little early in November. Don't really rain a lot. And then it just gets real cold. And it's either snow or nothing, just ice. But, so, yeah, by the time you really start wearing this, being waterproof really is not that big of an issue. I mean, you know, killed deer's likely to get blood and everything on it, so. And another thing, that synthetic insulation, that Primalock, because it's a synthetic, unlike down, if it gets wet, it's pretty much not useless. I mean, but so keeping it dry is very important. This, if it does get wet, it still works. Similar to wool. If it gets wet, it still retains its thermal properties. But me, without any shoes on or socks, I'm like 5'6", maybe a little more. If I measured myself correctly. So with shoes or whatever, I don't know what my arm length is, but this is what the Sitka Fanatic large looks like on me. I would stand up, but I'd be out of frame. So. But this is the Fanatic in a large for me. This is the sleeves, so they're not here. Now the medium was, but like I said before, the medium, I think, just as the jacket, like on a t-shirt or maybe just a long sleeve, it fit just fine. Fit like the way you would want it to if you didn't layer. So layering factors in to this, because it's meant for real cold. And but yeah, it's obviously, here's my wrist, so you know, it's probably that much long in the arms. But, and then when I pull it back, obviously I got this kind of, but once you start putting layers underneath it, you know, it's a little bulky, but I practiced with it and I didn't see it to really be an obstruction as far as shooting or range of motion. If I found that it was, or if I ever come across that issue, I'll mention that. But as it stands, I have not had that issue. Getting used to this side zip's a little tricky. And again, once you put this thing on, it starts getting warm. But But, you know, I got pretty good, a lot of room inside here, which is usually not the way I prefer my stuff to fit. Because I hurt to fit, you know, more. But the thing is, you have to take into consideration, and the size gap between the medium and the large, you don't have much control over because you don't have any other options. But, you know, that's why I say sometimes I wish I had a medium to like try my base layer, my mid layers, and everything I wear before I get this on to see how it fits on a medium. Because I'll prefer a lower, not so much bulk. But at the same time, you know, having those air pockets in there for insulation purposes and having the ability, because another thing is maybe a vest would be better, a vest, because you know you kind of seem to have more room here as opposed to in your arms and sleeves. So you put on so many layers, you know, maybe next to skin and maybe another base layer, like a heavier weight base layer, and maybe something else, and then a vest. You know, I think that might be a good combination for really cold. A Fanatic vest maybe in a smaller size that would fit you more snug, or the Sitka Kelvin light down vest, because it does have it's the Primo Loft synthetic, but it's the gold, so it'd be a little warmer than this silver. But I don't know the difference because the only thing I have right now that has the gold in is this, and I don't know how much it has. But it does have it in there. I think maybe here, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think something like that would probably work. Of course, if you get the Sitka Fanatic vest, it's going to have the silver. But I mean, that much of that, and then this is very warm. Even, you know, for where I live, I mean, that wind blocker that's both in this and the Stratus, it does block the wind. I mean, it works. I mean, there's no question about it. It doesn't let any breathability or air in. And don't really let any air out, so it keeps the heat in. And depending on how active, I mean, if you're literally just going to be sitting like this out in the freezing cold all day, you know, this with the right base layers, you can get into the negatives. I mean, wind and all. If you got the Sitka Gator and the beanie, that beanie's got the same insulation that this has, and that's warm. And you know, when you keep the heat trapped in from the top of your head, I mean, it works so well because most of your heat, the heat from your body escapes through your head. So if you have that beanie on, which just to put the beanie on, it kind of looks silly. So what I found was, well, I'll make another video showing what I found to be more practical is, I put my layers on, and I don't put on the Fanatic hoodie yet. I think I put the Gator on and the beanie. No, I take it back. Either I put the Gator on, then the hoodie, then I put the beanie on, and I use the Fanatic hoodie to stretch over the beanie, the Fanatic beanie and the Gator, so that it's all under the Fanatic hoodie. That seems to work better. It holds everything there.